Greetings, Star Wars toy fans. This is Jim, and welcome to my channel. Well, the purpose of this video is to review the Stan Solo movie accurate Greedo, one that I received for Father's Day, among several other Stan Solo figures that I'll be reviewing separately. And so the version that you see on the left happens to be the vintage Kenner Greedo. The one in the middle is Stan Solo, and then the one on the right happens to be the early 2000s one produced by Hasbro that came with the bar and the bar stool. I think it was 2004, but I didn't do my research today before I prepared this video, so don't quote me on that. But I believe it's the second reiteration of Greedo. The 1997 Power of the Force 2 is the other one. These are the only three that I have in my collection. I did have the Power of the Force 2 one and got rid of it when I replaced it with this one that you see on the right. So let's take a quick look at the 1979 version. Now this is my original childhood Greedo. You can tell because it still has the red paint on there. Played with him quite a bit. And as far as I know, Hasbro, or not, sorry, Kenner, did their best from the movie stills that they got from Lucas. And that's why we have two different versions of Snaggletooth, the infamous blue Snaggletooth, and then also Walrusman. So this jumpsuit is not movie accurate, but as a kid, I really didn't care. Now, when you take a look at the Stan Solo version, you'll see now he's got the vest, the colors are correct, and really nicely well done. It looks and feels like the original Kenner style. Now let's take a look at the heads, and you'll notice that the heads are exactly identical, with the exception that the color's a little bit deeper green, and then the eyes are more of a metallic gunmetal type of tone. That's the term that we use in model building. Looking at the side, you see he's got a holster. The Kenner version does not. And the hands are very similar. However, the arms are, this one happens to be straight. Now let's take a look at the hands, and I want to just point this out. So Greedo holds that gun really nicely. So compare Greedo's left hand to the right hand of Stan Solo. You'll see they're pretty close to the same. So Chris Smith, who is the owner of Stan Solo, he tried to make these very close to the Kenner version, which I greatly respect and admire in that avenue. Now, both of these guys hold their weapons really well. The Kenner version happens to have the Han Solo version, which also came with Snaggletooth, Luke Skywalker, X-Wing pilot. And then the one on the right happens to be the Stan Solo, which I believe is more movie accurate. Now compare that with the Hasbro one, and you'll see that the Hasbro version is a little bit larger. There's a little more different detail. I'm trying to get the camera to go in focus, but it doesn't seem to be working. Now compare Hasbro's to the Kenner one. You'll see that the Hasbro one, the colors are much more pastel and muted. Belt looks a little bit different. He doesn't have a holster on. The vest was one piece, and this one has several points of articulation. So, and the reason why I bought it is because he can sit at the bar, and you can see just how nicely that does. And I got rid of the 1997 version because, well, number one, I didn't feel like I needed two of them, and number two, this one was a great replacement. He looks more physically like the other one, not so beefed up like Arnold Schwarzenegger. His gun won't fit in the hand, by the way. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up if you do. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And just one final note. These figures, I was told by John Kelly of the USA dealer, said that the molds cost $10,000 to produce. So if you're leery about buying Stan Solo figures because of the price, well, you may want to reconsider that because the figures average anywhere from $30 to $50, and when you consider they're a limited run, I suppose that Chris Smith is just about at the break-even point. So I'm happy to support him with the quality of product that I get, and I believe that these are the best reproductions out there. Not reproductions, but best in that vintage Kenner style. Take care, we'll see you on another video.